Good evening, my loves. Welcome to the first late night live of the week. And listen, y'all know it's about to go down because I got the red lip on. I even threw some eyeliner on for y'all. Y'all know I'm about to talk my ish when I put my red lip on. Okay? It's serious tonight. So let's get down to business. First and foremost, welcome to Destination Deanna. We cover love attraction mastery here on this channel. I want this to serve as your self-help learning library. So I am putting out content for you to go back and kind of walk yourself through this journey. If you need more assistance, I am your guide. So now that I've invited you into my home, have some manners before you get too comfy. Hang up your coat and take off your shoes. That means hit the like button and share this live with your friends. Let's grow the love attraction community. And I see the comments are already coming in. Hey, my elite goddess sister, Jacqueline. How are you, gorgeous? Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm hoping that my 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is a little bit more feasible for everybody. Now that my kids are back in school, I can come on a little bit earlier. Yes. Ready to receive the tea. Girl, and don't play. I actually made my tea for tonight. I'm not responsible for what my face does when you talk. I always got a funny cup. But yes, we are ready to get to the tea, right? So let's go ahead. Tonight's topic is how to set the proper tone in dating. We've been talking all things love attraction, aligning with love, the laws of attraction, visualization. We've been doing that for months. And I realized that quite a few of you are probably either already dating or starting that part of your journey. So I want to make sure that you are equipped. You know what you want to attract. You're doing all of the things to attract the right things. So now that they're coming, we got to do the right things with them. So before I get started, let me be clear that when I say dating, I'm talking about the stage where you are entertaining potential partners, not passing time with any and everyone that asks you out. Okay, so remember, on your love attraction journey, you're intentional. So we're going to talk about how to set the proper tone so you can get the desired results you want. All right, so if you are ready to take notes, here we go. I'm going to try to make it as simple as possible so you can follow along. So the first thing you want to do if you are trying to set the proper tone in dating is you want to focus on your desired outcome. So for example, if you prefer phone conversations, don't do a lot of texting. Don't set that up as the norm if you prefer to talk on the phone. You want to be upfront and communicate these preferences. And this is just one example of a preference. If there's any other preference that you have, don't go along with anything that's happening. Speak up about that early because you're focusing on the desired outcome. So you want to make sure that all roads lead to where you want it to lead. If this includes, if you're looking for commitment, you don't want to be speaking or acting sexually suggestive. Because guess what? Doing so is going to cause him to focus on the sexual. And more than likely, he's going to stay there. He's not going to come out of that. So we want to steer clear of that if what you're looking to do is, lead towards a relationship, a marriage, right? And this is the dating phase. This is in the beginning. This is setting the tone. And then if you want him to lead, don't. Just don't. And that's number 2. Let him lead. And I'm going to have to spend a little bit of time here because I know this is like, a big to-do. There's lots of social media talk about it. And listen, here, when we talk about love attraction, we keep it real, right? If you are looking to attract a power partner, you're not trying to lead them throughout the entire relationship. And the issue that happens is so many women, they say they want a man to lead, but they didn't set that precedent in the beginning. They were leading, initiating, and now they want the man to do so, but he's never had to. Never had to. I'm sorry, there's comments coming in. Number 1 is what? Number 1 is focus on your desired outcome. I'm sorry, Monet checking in. Number 1 was focus on your desired outcome. That was number 1. Number 2, we are on let him lead, right? So what do I mean? Let him set the tone for where you want things to go by letting him lead, okay? So you want to, there's 2 kind of asterisks under let him lead. And I'm going to go into that more specifically. Under let him lead, what I mean by this is wait for him to initiate, ladies. Dates, follow-up texts, progression to commitment. Wait for him to initiate. Let me tell you why this will make all the difference. It's important to let a man show his interest in you because otherwise you will never know if he actually chose you. It's like a woman who proposes. I will never be okay with that, right? And it's not because, women can't do, it's not that. It's not for any of those reasons. The reasons why I think a woman should never propose is because you will never feel secure that you're that man's choice. You know why? Because you didn't wait for him to ask. So it's the same thing in the dating phase. You want to wait for him to initiate because if he's initiating, that means he's interested. And you want to be clear on that. If you're not clear on his interest, it's going to build insecurity. And you're going to be looking for all of this confirmation and reassurance. When if you just wait for him to initiate, you'll have it. You'll know that he is clearly into you. That's deep. So Jacqueline said, I received number 2. Yes, sis, we need to. And Monet said, that's deep. That's deep. Absolutely. So you want to wait for him to initiate, right? And I'm going to put this little challenge out there. I got to get in your business a little bit. I want you all to think about any relationship that you were insecure or unsure in. Just think about that for a minute. I'm willing to bet money that in the beginning, you initiated in some way. Whether it was the overzealous text to say, oh my God, the date was so amazing. Whether it was you pushing for where you wanted the date to go. You initiated somehow. And once you initiate, you have to keep doing it. That's why we're setting the proper tone. We want men who initiate. We want men who are interested. We want men who put forth effort. So let them do it. Jacqueline, allowing impatience. Absolutely. Learn it. Master it. Monet, now I realized how much I'm lacking. I don't know if you mean lacking yourself or lacking in the relationship, but it's okay. Whatever you're realizing, that's where you can course correct. So don't feel bad about any of this. If you've made missteps in any of these areas, it's okay. Because now you know better, you know different, so you can do better and do differently. And listen, guys, I'm not speaking from a place of judgment at all. Remember, as a coach, I only teach what I live. That means I've made these mistakes. I know they don't work. I know they don't lead to where you all want to go. And where I'm at right now, I did what I'm telling you to do. So you can listen to me. Monet, lacking dates, fun, etc. because I stopped doing and he doesn't know how to lead. Exactly. Whatever you start doing, you're going to have to keep doing. You want that to be him, his idea, his interest. It works out so much better that way. So now, the last part of letting him lead. So the first asterisk was to wait for him to initiate, right? The next asterisk under let him lead, don't be overzealous or too available. All right. Remember growing up, your parents used to say, act like you've been here before. That's what I mean by don't be overzealous. Like, don't be overly impressed. Like no one has ever treated you well before. You haven't ever done anything. Even if you haven't, act like you have. You want a man who wants to impress you. If you're so easily impressed and overcompensating, the less he's going to do. You want his best effort. So I'm not saying don't show appreciation. Appreciation should always be there. But you're not here to stroke anybody's ego. So knock it off. Like, relax. Don't be overzealous and don't be too available. I see comments are coming in. Let me make sure. Jackie, this tea is so good for my soul right now. I love to hear it. Monet, I feel you because I'm all in my feelings right now. That's okay. That's what we're here to do. Get in your feelings so you can course correct and get what you deserve. So now, the final one. Because I like to keep it, simple, easy for you guys. So 1, 2, number 3. You are single until you're not. Let me just let that sit for a minute. You are single until you're not. This isn't about game playing, but it is about strategically dating. And the fact that you shouldn't have a whole lot of free time. You should be busy becoming or being your best self. Don't just automatically clear your schedule. Keep doing what you've been doing and let him get in where he fits in. Don't start clearing out your calendar or your contacts at the first sign of compatibility or a nice date. They gotta earn this. Let some time go by. Observe consistency. Observe effort. And wait until you're asked for exclusivity. You are single until you're not. When he asks for exclusivity and you've seen enough that you're like, yes, all my needs are met here. We align. Then and only then should you give all your energy and time to a man. Not a minute sooner. I mean that. Ooh, wholeheartedly, I mean that. The comments. Let me check. What are the comments here? Jackie, I know, right? Truth hitting me between the eyes. That's what it needs to do. That's the only way. Monet, course correction noted. Thank you. Absolutely. And here comes Monet with the recap. Focus on desired outcome. 2 is let him lead. And 3 is you are single until you're not. Yes, that's the recap, y'all. I'm trying to make it simple. Because honestly, it's always the simple things that we skip. Okay, I have a question. What about married but separating leading to divorce? That's a little bit more complex. What I'm giving is how to set the tone in the beginning. What you need is more course correction when you're already there, which I will admittedly say is a lot harder. Well, I'm sorry, I don't like to say harder. It's more challenging. There's more layers, which is why I spend more time on how to enter into things properly and setting the tone, setting the intentions so we don't even get to these spaces where you're course correcting. But to give a little bit, if you're married and you're separated and it's leading to divorce, you got to make a decision about it. Staying or leaving, because the roads are different. If you're staying, you have to have a solid plan of correction. You have to have a solid plan of acknowledging what went wrong, what you desire to change, and what's the plan to make it happen. And if you're not staying, you need a plan for that as well. There needs to be a discussion about life after. There needs to be a plan for transition and life after. So I would recommend booking a guidance call so I can speak more specifically to, your situation. So in closing, remember, setting the tone is all about creating what you want to continue. So it's all about acting intentionally with your desired outcome in mind. That's what setting the tone is. So if you enjoyed what I talked about tonight, if you picked up some gems, some nuggets, and you're looking to dig deeper into this subject and how you can position yourself to get the outcome you desire, I want you to go to my website. That's destinationdiana.com, and set up a free guidance call with me so I can speak more specifically and we can come up with a plan for you and your specific situation. You're ready to start dating. Let's go. Let's create a plan for you so it can be successful. Okay? So thank you so much for tuning in. Remember, the late night lives are every Monday, Wednesday. Those are my topic based. I announce them on my Instagram and in my Love Attraction community, my private Facebook group. Look that up if you want to get in there for exclusive content. And every Friday I do the Q&As. I'm expecting a lot of great questions this week because Monday and Wednesday, tonight was crazy. But Wednesday, it's going to be real crazy. So stay tuned. Rewatch it. Share the live with your friends, your family, your loved ones that need assistance with dating. This will help. All right. So remember, I'm your guide, Deanna Conaway, owner of Love Coverage, a full service coaching company that's all about prevention, setting things right in the beginning so that we don't have to course correct. So thank you all for tuning in. Remember that God is love. We are of God. So attracting love is easy, especially when you have me as your guide. I will see you all on Wednesday, 9 p.m. I know it says 10. I'm sorry, I got to correct that. It's 9 p.m. Central Standard Time and 10 p.m. Eastern Standard. So I'll see you guys Wednesday with the next live.